Hi Lizanne, welcome to Zero to Pro, and amazing beginning, a real amazing start. This is really exciting. Just let me see what camera you're using. 70D, okay, good, using a decent camera. Excellent. Just a few words of introduction, okay, before I even get into your email. I read your email already, so it seems like you've already watched some of the tutorial, the previous critiques. That's fine. That's great. That's good. Couple of things. Number one, please adhere to the rules. Okay, please do the homeworks according to what we set, and then upload the photo shoots according to what we prescribe. It's really important for us, also like logistically, for us to be able to run our business, that our students basically follow the rules. So please do that. Like I said, and like you probably heard, it's so important, all three aspects of the class, which means watching the classes, doing the homeworks, and doing the photo shoots. The class helps you to brings the knowledge into your head, the photo shoot, the homework into your heart. Like I say, you understand it, and then the homework into your heart, you understand it, and then the photo shoot actually gets into your hands. Photography is a skill and a craft which takes practice. That is the key word. You can spend as many hours as you like learning. It's all about practice, and I see that you're really like going for it and you're into it. So let's do that. That's great. Okay. Let's jump in. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Let me just... I was meant to arrange these differently. I missed these pictures here. This is obviously perspective, and this is a cool pattern. Okay. Okay, so let's jump in. Okay. I really struggle with the triangle picture, as you mentioned on a lot of the critiques that you didn't really want us to make a triangle from objects, but rather to create one with the camera. I have a rough idea of what you mean, but spent hours trying to do this, but just couldn't quite get it. 1 second. Yes, you did. That is a triangle that I suppose it does exist in a different place. Let's see with my camera if I can do this for you now with what's on my desk. Let's see if we... 1 second, you with me? Let's put this in the middle over here. So now if I give me something small, let's take this and this over here. 1 second. So now, there we go. You see? Let's just remove this over here. That would help us a little bit. So now, or even just we could move like this over here and just get rid of that. And you see that we've got a triangle here. Now you realize that triangle doesn't exist anywhere else in this room, because if I like move around from here and whatever, then it just becomes 3 cups. Okay, so that's really what I was talking about. It's a real skill. It really is a skill, and skills take, as we all know, skills take that P word that most people in the world, when they hear it, they start like shaking and going, no! But the word is practice. That is the word. Anyway, so you've done well. This is triangular-ish. You've got, the thing is, it's getting confused by the other bottles. But there's a triangle over here, but then again, like I said, it gets confused by these bottles over here. Try again. Have a try again. You did, what was it? Where is the other one? You did this one here. Okay, you're getting it. You're seeing it, and again, it's going to take time. But like what I just did, where you saw, move around, walk around your house with your camera, and especially when there's busy places, things where there's lots of stuff, just put your camera to your eye and move around, like go like this, up and down and whatever, and you'll see, oh look, that the vacuum cleaner in the background, the way it's there next to the door, and with the chair in the front, it comes out, and you can see there's like a triangle. Okay, it is really an important skill to try and develop, but like I said, it's a skill and it does need practice. You should see me. I'm always, this is after many years, I'm like sitting at the shovels table, like closing my eye, like lining up the bottles with the flowers, with the hummus I just do that, like wherever I am, I'm constantly lining things up and putting things in, like ordering like visual elements. It sounds funny, but I've also, a lot of my photographer friends as well find themselves doing that as well. Also like tasting light. I've got one of my daughters who's very photogenic. I have her, when we go out for a family outing, I'll say, Esther, just come over here, perfect, turn to me, just put your chin down, and she'll be I won't have my camera with me, and I'll just go, and I'll look, and I'll enjoy it, and then we move on. So that's how it goes, okay? Anyway, let's keep going. Texture, excellent. These are two. One little thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is that you are crunching all your pictures down. I'm assuming you're doing this in Picasa. But let's finish reading this. Sorry, 1 second. Also, I struggle with the light for the photo shoot, as at the time when the kids I had asked were all dressed up and ready, the sun had really come out for the first time all day and was quite glaring. I tried to do it in the shadier parts of the garden, but there weren't many and the backgrounds weren't very pretty. Okay, Lizanne, welcome to the wonderful world of photography. And I can feel in your words that there's a lot of frustration there. And frustration is only good when you can convert it to energy to learn and to try harder and to go forward. Frustration can go in two ways. It can either convert into that kind of energy that we're talking about, which is amazing and fantastic, or it can cause a person, it can like paralyze a person. Which is the worst thing in the world. So you're just beginning this journey, even though you've got a decent camera. I see you've obviously got some kind of experience in photography. Your education in photography isn't beginning this second right now. I can see that. But just remember, you still are at the beginning of the journey. And as you go with the course, you're going to learn, you're going to build this picture, a very solid picture, and quite quickly as well. And all these things are going to fall into place. The best way in regards to the light is take the pictures, try your best, upload the pictures, and don't just upload the pictures that are great, upload the pictures that are annoying you and you can't quite pinpoint why they're annoying you. Let me see them. I'll try and critique and help you understand what went wrong, and you'll fix it for next time. That's basically how the course has been going, and that's we're getting great results. So let's just look. This is a soft texture with there is an element of hard here as well. So we actually have a lot of energy and kind of a soft feeling mixed in together. So it's like an energized passive texture. So that's a very complicated, you could talk for a long time about that. Also with the reds and with the greens as well, there's a lot going on there. But in the two basic kinds of textures are soft textures and hard textures, and this kind of covers both. So that's a really nice, that was excellently seen. Excellent. Here we have, again, it's also a soft texture, but there are hard elements to it again. Right now we've got a lot of horizontal lines, which creates a more passive feel, but the red creates a more energized feel. And there's many, many things to speak about here, but again, well seen. Excellent shot. Okay, pattern. We decided that we defined pattern as a reoccurring geometric sequence, and this is exactly it. Excellent, well seen, beautiful. This is really what we do as photographers, is just look at the world, and instead of looking at Mitsubishi wheels, we're looking at shapes and colours and textures and patterns and depth, perspective, onward and onward and onward. And that's exactly what you're doing. This is excellent. And then this is excellent. This is great. It's like the same picture. It's really a similar image. I don't know if you did that on purpose. I'm sure you did. But you went out. I can see you spent half an hour. Look, we can see the times here. This is 1:48 p.m. and this is 2:27 p.m. So you spent some time doing this, and I appreciate that very much. This is excellent. And the coolest bit is it's like we learned in the class that you can have two pictures that look absolutely super, super different, but in reality they've got the same underlying geometric structure. So excellent. Nice one. This is great. It's really exciting. Okay, depth perspective. You nailed it. This is exactly what I was looking for. This triangle brings us all the way in. Gives you a huge feeling of dynamic energy, of moving forward. You've nicely placed in the center. It could be It could be centered a teeny bit better. Just a teeny bit off to the left, just like have the apex of the triangle over here, but excellent. And again, you nailed it again. This is great. This is great stuff. Just as a quick note, if you really wanted to like add more energy to this, get down low. If you were to get down very, very low, that would turn this triangle into a much more obtuse triangle. It would end up being more something like that, and it would just end up more energized in that sense. Okay, great. This is going to be hard to edit your pictures because I'm pretty sure that you're messing with your pictures in Picasa, and you have got them. You've got. Let me just show you what it looks to me like you're doing. That when you're on export, this is click to resize, and it's on 800 here. Also over here. That's a mistake. Please don't do that. Make sure if you're exporting in Picasa, it should always be a use original size. And if you're exporting in Lightroom, it should be the same thing. Do not change anything. Do not lose your metadata. It's very easy to lose metadata. Please don't do that. But do be aware that these pictures are, not only are they unprintable, they're also not going to be, they're not going to allow me to work on them in Lightroom, which is a big part of the course. Okay, in regards to balance, this is a balanced image. I would leave a little bit more room at the bottom. These lines are dangerous generally to use lines like this in a picture, but it's worked okay. I don't think they add particularly that much, but they definitely help balance the image, because this movement here and the weight of these lines definitely goes without kid. His face is turned a little bit in, so we have a slight movement this way. His body is moving that direction, but it's not as much as it is with his face moving this way. And even though this arrow is actually wrong, let me do that again. It's just a slight movement this way, but these here add a lot of weight on this side, which means the image has become balanced. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, are we now into our photo shoot? So yeah, you uploaded, really you're meant to upload 5 pictures. Please, I know it sounds like, oh, what's he talking about, it's only 2 extra pictures, but if all of my students, we've got so many students now, if everyone adds extra pictures, it costs me so much more time. So it's fine for today, but please try and stay with what we ask of you. Okay, this is great. This is really great. The light on his face is lovely. The light on his face really is nice. I see the situation. It's where are you? It's you're past midday. You've got the sun coming from over this direction. It looks like there's good cloud. There's some cloud cover, not such heavy cloud cover, but some cloud cover. You've got a nice triangle over here. There you go. This is what we were talking about in regards to finding the triangles. Okay, so you've got a strong triangle here. These lines are not particularly helpful, not doing much here, but they're not destroying anything. It's also giving you something for him to rest his arms on. Could be better if he was to rest his arms, 1 second, in like that. Could hide the bar a little bit more. Maybe it could help the triangle a bit. Got good eye contact. You're cropped in close. You're paying good attention to the space around. What lens do you have? 1 second. Let me see if I can work this out. You have, I think you have the 18 to 135. I think you have the 18 to 135. So it's kind of a junky lens. Okay, it's a helpful lens, and it's good. You've got a good camera, so it's working well. I would recommend going out and buying the 50mm 1.8, which will only cost you about $100. Whatever that is in pounds, you can work that out. It's not a lot of money at all. In fact, it's the cheapest lens you can get, and it will add such an improvement to your images. It will just be a huge different world. You'll say thank you so much once you bought that lens. The lens that you have is a good, like, all-round kind of helpful lens, but in regards to creating those beautiful like pastel backgrounds and stuff, you're going to be very limited. The 50mm 1.8 is a great option, and it's very cheap as well, so I would definitely invest in that. It's only $100. Okay, let's move on. This is cute. This is nice. Again, you're demonstrating really good sensitivities in cropping in close. We've got our basic structure here. It's kind of a few different shapes going on. But you've got the most important part of this picture is that you've really cropped in close, which is showing a real sensitivity to the images, to the directions of the image. Slight movement in that direction, but this hand here is it's balanced because of this. It's balanced because of this graphic over here. This is putting my. I think it's brighter. I'm just trying to think why this is. We've got movement this way, and then can't really articulate that. What is it doing over here? Is it this rope? But the thing why it can't be the rope is because you've got the rope over here as well. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what I think it is? Oh, that's it. Yeah, for sure. Is that this rope here is being highlighted by his arm here, which is brighter. Which means this graphic here and this area as well, you see this rope here is being contrasted much starker by the bright background. So that adds attention, which means even though we've got a slight movement this way, this kind of electric feeling from this rope here, because it's contrasted more, is balancing the image. Beautiful. A lot of people wouldn't be able to express that, but you see it and you feel it, and that's the most important part, is seeing it and feeling it. I'm teaching, so I have to be able to express it as well. But I can see that you're feeling that, which is great. Excellent. Okay. Stats wise, we're on the first class. I'm not even going to discuss stats. What you're shooting in, you're in program. Okay, this course, Lizanne, is so built for you. I can't tell you. It seems to me right now that you don't understand anything about the stats, which is great. But you're really sensitive to the image, which is even better, and you are going to fly. But please, please go out and buy that 50mm lens. I promise you, you'll be so grateful. And the sooner you buy it, the better, because you'll get more use out of it. So just go and buy that lens, okay, please. Anyway, it's a nice shot. Again, super sensitivity to the space in the image. You're cropped in close. You understand that clearly. You've got a nice look on her face. Lighting is terrible, but that's fine. This red here is kind of cute. She needs to be brightened up a little bit. Good shot. Good shot. Okay, this is also great. It would be that's the only bit that's annoying, is she's not looking. Okay, I'm sorry to be a party pooper, but we've got a great composition this way. We've got a few different elements that are all kind of. It's quite cute. You've got a few different elements that are all coming together. Again, if she was looking, that would just nail it. But it's beautifully balanced. This heavy black, dark. Graphic over here is balancing this larger two faces, which is heavier than one face, but he's closer and darker, they're further and lighter, and it comes together with a super balance. She helps balance it as well. This is excellent. This is really, you're going to do fantastically. Really, really very excited. Okay. Again, demonstrating sensitivities to the space in the image. We've got movement moving in here. This would be better, obviously, if she was looking at us, but then we've got movement moving back here. We've got shape coming across like this. Also got a shape coming in like this. Excellent. Great. Again, stats are not very good, but you're only in class 1 and you don't understand anything about that yet. So you've got that to look forward to. Okay. This is cute. This is nice. We're going to learn a lot about this, but just to jump just very quickly, he should be turned inwards a little bit more, like this way. His shoulder should be coming this way. Her hand could be around his shoulder, yeah, which would be bringing him in. She's beautiful over this way. The point is, in group posing, we're basically trying to create lines coming inwards like that and lines coming inwards like that. Okay, so if he just moved his hand, his shoulder around, she put her arm on his shoulder, that would also create a line coming around using her arm, coming behind him, coming around, and that would add a lot. Also, get your subject far from the background, okay, and choose a nicer background. That's really ugly. Try and find a green, more beautiful background, and have them come much further. Even if you're using a background like this and they're far away from the background, you'll be able to create a blurrier background, which you're going to learn in class 4 or so, which will make all the difference. Okay, but this is great beginning stuff. Great beginning stuff. Okay, and again, another cute picture. Background's a little bit junky. It could be in this case you're a little bit, you cropped in a little too close. Okay, you're zoomed out and you're in close, which means you've gotten this kind of camera, like a barrel distortion, which means her face is starting to look a little bit like her head has been stretched a little bit this way because you're in close and you've zoomed out. Okay, this area here is a little bit dead, as in we've got this movement over here coming back and over here as well. This movement, this area here, I basically think is kind of dead. So what we could just do quite easily is crop in here. I think some more room over here would also help, but like I said, because you were in close and you were zoomed out, you've ended up with some barrel distortion, which is not flattering. Also, this area here would be much better if it was green. It would give you a bigger contrast between your subject and background. I can't really do much in Lightroom because you've crunched these pictures down so small. But let's see anyway. Which picture we could do something within Lightroom. Let's take this one. 1 second. So I think we're just going to do a simple edit here. It doesn't really lend itself so much. I'm just going to brighten up her face a little bit. That's too much. Drop there. Okay, and I think we can brighten up her dresser drop. Okay. And I think we are going to add some energy to her hair with the clarity. A slight vignette over here. Now don't get overwhelmed by the fact that you don't know this program yet. Okay, you'll have the workshop in another couple of weeks, but in the meantime what we do is each week I edit one of your pictures in Lightroom, and it's proven to be an amazing way of getting people up to date, up to standard in Lightroom very, very quickly. So just go with it for the first couple of classes. Once you've done the workshop, it's going to start making a lot more sense to you. I'm going to just do a quick. I'm going to just emphasize her eyes very quickly, even though they're very. I see you can't zoom in to really do this because it's such a small picture. I can't really do that. And I think we're basically going to finish. There we go. Just slightly, just added a bit more emphasis to our subject and subdued a little bit the outside of the image. Okay, great. So I just clicked off by accident. You've done excellently. This is a great beginning, and you're going to fly with this. B'ezrat Hashem. Just please make sure that the pictures are full size when you send them to us. Okay. Looking forward to seeing what you do for us next week. All the best.